Yeah, we here. We here. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's perking? What's low? I started to say what's located. What's really good in the hood? I guess. Where would that be located at? It's your man Theo Butler and Rock with Me Nation. Yeah, we in here. Happy holidays. Happy holiday. Y'all like the shirt? Let me do this real quick. Shout out to my wife. She made the shirt. 2024 Thanksgiving crew. Thankful for my tribe. Take that any way you want to. Yeah, we gonna do that. I did. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. Feel free to say what you want to say. You can. It ain't that type of party. But yeah, so y'all know the video that I did the other day. I talked about the ops of Wakanda and everything like that. Right. I'd have thought comments would have been about. I guess the comment was about the video. Anyway, apparently, and I didn't know. My comments, I guess. Jairus, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Happy holidays to you, big dog. My comments regarding life have made some people feel ostracized. And there might be the potential where others have felt ostracized as well. I don't know who you voted for. I won't know unless you tell me. Now, I told you who I voted for. I did. That was me. But I didn't ask nobody who they voted for. I did not. So if you choose to tell me who you voted for, that's totally up to you. Now, this space, this platform that we have, we primarily keep the main thing. We Black imagery, Black representation, Black Panther, Black superheroes, and everything like that. Will I talk about? I talk about right and wrong. What's going on, Big Javon? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Happy holidays to you. I talk about right and wrong. Now, I'm talking like this because I like to give folks what I would want. The same thing the Central Park 5 would have wanted, the benefit of the doubt. See how I did that? Yeah, so I'm going to look out. I try and give us the benefit of the doubt. But now I understand there were certain things said during this presidential campaign. Words were used and you locked in. I want to ask us real quick, who has the highest mortality rate when it comes to pregnant women in America? Who has the highest mortality rate when it comes to childbirth? Who? Which woman? Which woman has the highest risk of losing her life during childbirth? Which woman? That's a fact. That's a fact. You listen to what the orange dude said, but I know I didn't say it more than one time. My mother passed away while she was pregnant. Did you hear me say that? Did my feelings matter? As black man to black man, did my feelings matter? Did it matter that during my mother's pregnancy, I lost not only her, but the sibling? Now, maybe my mom is still alive and she would have received proper care and had the pregnancy aborted. That's my personal experience. I lost somebody like that. Now, you can come on the live and you can interact with me. You will leave a comment. You will leave a comment and I'll respond. I don't ask you for no money. I don't. You can send me a video and I'll respond. My mom passed away. My sibling passed away. But you know who you looking for, who you checking for when it comes to abortion rights? Not the black woman, not even the black dude that's a Black Panther fan like yourself. No, you're checking for the dude that looks nothing like you, that to this very day will not come out and say, not that he lost the election, but that he was wrong about the Central Park 5. Yet you feel ostracized. Well, if you feel ostracized, do I have a right to feel insulted? If you feel ostracized, do I have a right to feel like you don't give two damns about me? So which one of us, if that's the case, should be more offended, you or me? Because I told you about my personal experience. You don't know nothing about this one over here. Well, we do know that black women are likely to die more during childbirth, during their pregnancy, than the other woman. So if abortion is a key topic for you as a black person, is it pro-life or pro-choice? Is it pro-life or pro-choice? If you're a black person, do you need to experience that? Do you need to lose your mother? Do you need to lose your sister? Do you need to lose your aunt? Do you need to lose your wife for it to make sense? Sit that off to the side. Now, this whole thing in regards to Big Javon Bliss is in the building. This whole thing in regards to Kamala ain't done nothing. Okay. Say she didn't do nothing. All right. That's why you felt like you need to go in the opposite direction. Okay. What was the excuse for Hillary? I know somebody gonna say it's different, but what was the excuse with Hillary? She was the vice president for 8 years. I'm pretty sure during the 8-year time frame, she did something right because they both got reelected. She didn't win when she ran for president. What was the excuse? Just answer the question, because I know what the excuse is with Kamala. She's inexperienced. Okay, what was Donald's experience? What was Hillary had been in the White House for 8 years. She didn't get elected. You gonna tell me about some emails? Okay. But we're gonna look past everything that the other person got going on. Speaking of the other person, let's do this thing where we talk about political history. I don't know who you are in your 30s or 40s where you think you're going to educate somebody that's in their 50s and 60s about politics. You're saying you're disregarding their personal history, which is American history. Now, you ask the question or pose the question or make the statement that the Democratic Party ain't done a damn thing for you. Okay, what was the last thing the Republican Party did for you? I'll wait. While we want to rush to the Republican Party's defense as so-called intelligent black people, what was the last thing the Republican? Oh, they freed the slaves. Congratulations. You get an A for history. Let's keep going. Because we like to make the statement that black folks were doing well during Jim Crow. Well, we do realize the Civil Rights Act came after the Jim Crow, right? And if Jim Crow was so good, if Jim Crow was benefiting blacks so well, what was the purpose for the Civil Rights Act? I could do this all day. You don't want to ask that question, you don't want to answer that question. Because you talk about how good it was. Well, if it was good for black folks during the Jim Crow, there would have been no reason for Civil Rights Act. But let's talk about these black folks that did okay during the Jim Crow era. My grandfather was alive back then. Was yours? Fair question. I was raised in Camilla, Georgia, where I could see racism up front and close in the 80s. Don't mean anything. How about the Southern strategy that the Republican Party adopted when the Democrats enacted the Civil Rights Act for Black people? What about that one? See, if I can be, if you can feel ostracized because of what I say, why can't we feel ostracized because of what you did? You don't think we feel ostracized? That's a fair question. You don't think that we feel like you chose racist over us? You don't feel like you don't think we feel like you chose a white criminal over hardworking Black Americans? You don't think that's how we feel? Now it's only 22% Black men that feel that way. You just happen to be a part of that. 78% of us feel like that dude had no right being in office. Your Uncle Tyrone can't be president with that type of background. So why would you why would you vote for somebody that can? It's after the elections, you see who he's appointed to the cabinet positions. All white. You still checking for Donald Trump? You still feel like he got your best benefit in hand. The same dude who said Haitian immigrants were eating cats and dogs. You didn't feel insulted? Let me guess. You don't see yourself, you don't see nothing, you don't see you in Haitians. They different from Black folks. So when he insulted them, he wasn't talking about you. Damn. I wish you would say something wrong about a white American. Don't matter who that white American is. They all walking in lockstep. You finna get your feelings hurt. You think every member of the KKK is the same ethnicity? You voted the same way the KKK did. Yet you feel ostracized. What about the millions of Black Americans in this country that feel ostracized from racists? What about them? What about us? You ever been called a nigger by a racist? With the hard ER. Nigger. I don't even subscribe to that word. I don't even, there's nothing I got in common with that word. But have you been called a nigger? Not nigger, nigger. Have you been racially profiled while you were in the military by white racists? What about at your job? Every last one of them voted for Donald Trump. That ain't your line in the Mason-Dixon? That ain't your line? That ain't your line and no return right there. Racism. You will vote the same way the racist does if you feel like it politically benefits you. I'm going to help you out. There's no way in hell the racist will ever vote for something that's going to benefit you as a Black person. It's 2024, and yet you feel ostracized. Well, how you think I feel? Who feelings I should be taken into consideration? Yours or mine? You didn't care about mine when you went and voted, right? Quite a few of you didn't. Quite a few of you that wanted to go vote for Donald Trump, you heard from your fellow brothers and sisters, you didn't give two damns. That's the end all say all. When you went into the voting booth, you didn't think about what I had told you on these lives. You didn't. You could have cared less. You didn't think about Theo when you went in the voting booth. You didn't think about Theo's mother when you went in the voting booth. No, you went in the voting booth and you thought about what was going on in Gaza. You thought about Kamala's conviction record. Mind you, if you ain't done nothing wrong, you ain't standing in front of the dude. But that's what you got hung up on. You got hung up on Gaza. You got hung up on her conviction record, and you got hung up on abortion, which actually does your women a service. And everything I said tonight, no different than any other night, you can Google. As my brother D Real said, edutainment is his thing. Education is free. You got a smart device in your hand where you can research everything anybody says and then level it up with your own life experiences, and then talk to people that you trust to see if all of it jives, see all that come into play. Then you go out, you use all that, and you make an informed decision. What you did was you ignored the fact that he was a convicted felon. Something he would never ignore with you. Something he feels like the Central Park 5 still are felons, except the difference is he would want them deleted. And you voted for him. You voted for a man that said he would love to just grab him by the cookie. You did that. You did that, and you want me to feel bad for you? I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm very damn conservative when it comes to rape. You do any, or sexually assault, you do anything to the women that mean anything to me, and I will plant you. That's as conservative as it gets. The dude that you voted for brags about doing it. But you feel ostracized. You feel slighted. No, that's your conscience. They ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me, and that ain't got nothing to do with the 72% to 78% of the brothers that voted for Kamala. No, it ain't got nothing to do with us. That's you. And what you need to do is something that the dude that you voted for cannot do. Hold yourself accountable for your own actions. If you feel ostracized, you did that. That means you ignored the women in your life. You ignored quite a few of your friends because it was 78%. That 22%, that's all of America. 22% black men voted for Donald Trump. That tells me quite a few people in your circle didn't. Now, I asked you the question about Hunter. Wakandans are xenophobes. You think they would listen to an outsider? And so you understand what I mean when I say this. When it comes to the black community, black people, Donald Trump is an outsider. You took his word. You took the word of an outsider. If this was Wakanda, you took the word of somebody who was not Wakandan over your fellow Wakandan citizens. That's what you did. If that's what we're talking about, that's what you did. You think if T'Challa, because you kind of said it, he would do what was in the best interest? Well, what's in the best interest of T'Challa? You read Blood Hunt. Wakanda was under siege. He still didn't want them dealing with Victor Von Doom. You know what that means? T'Challa don't deal with filth. He don't deal with somebody who can't be trusted. You didn't do that. And you can feel free to unsubscribe. You let your fear, you let your bigotry, you let your insecurities decide your vote. That wasn't an intellectual vote. That wasn't a moral vote. For you, as a black person, and so many other black people, that wasn't even a vote for your own interests. You got caught up. That's not my fault. When you know our women die more from pregnancy, you're not forcing them to carry the child to term. You're letting them handle that with their doctor. You don't get that though. I don't know why. You let somebody tell you that we were better off doing Jim Crow. Who did you talk to? Who did you talk to? And if you went to college, you got to be believing all your college professors lied to you about American history. You definitely didn't go to no HBCU. No. Donald Trump lied to y'all. We've been knowing this dude since this dude became prominent. He full of crap. He was full of crap when his daddy gave him money. He was full of crap when he started his first business. He was full of crap with the USFL. He was full of crap the last time he was in office. Buddy, full of crap. And that's what you elected again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You fired the dude the last time around. Well, if he did such a good job, did you vote for him the first time around? Did you help get him elected the first time? Did you vote for him the second time around? Now, here's me. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. Second generation out of 3 military veterans. The dude you elected ain't got a damn good thing to say about me and mine. That's how I feel about it. Now tell me how you thinking about that as a black man, because quite a few of us flew them damn bombers to Germany and didn't come back home. That dude don't give 2 damns about them cats. The red tails. Where you at, black man? You feel ostracized? Hell, I do too. I do too. I feel ostracized. Do you care? No, you don't. My mother worked for the NYPD. There were police officers that got injured at that attack on January 6th. I know I talk about the police, but I ain't trying to delete damn one of them. Definitely not because I'm a sore damn loser. So who you think I'm checking for? The dude that said blue lives matter, but didn't give 2 damns about blue lives when it didn't benefit him anymore. That's your guy? And you feel ostracized because I don't mind using my platform to tell the truth? Like I said, I would have never known you voted for him if you didn't tell me. But now, if you did vote for him and my comments bothered you, why? Why my comments bother you? Didn't you do what you felt was right? Right? You did what you felt was right, right? Well, you can't feel some type of way because other people do what they feel is right. You felt like it was right to vote for Donald Trump. Well, folks feel like it's right to stop effing with you. If you can feel like what you did was right, you don't care if your actions ostracize them. Why should they care if their silence and or their comments ostracize you? I do believe in equal energy. And since I know damn good and well the dude that you voted for don't give 2 damns about me and mine, that includes you. Then no, I don't give 2 damns if I hurt his feelings nor anybody's feelings that voted for him. Truth hurts, ask Usher. I'm gonna keep up with these notes because I ain't in here for a long time. I just wanted to get some. I learned. See, that's what old folks do when young folks get to talking. We learn you. You're gonna get learned today. You gonna get learned today. Cause yeah, you got me in my feelings. Cause I'm like, damn, how did you choose a dude that ain't give two damns about you over a dude that would fight for you? The same way you chose a dude that don't give two damns about you over the female that would have fought for you. That's crazy. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. I'm gonna go all the way back. We got Kamoyo. We got Big Jarence in the building. What's going on, Big Jarence? Javon Bless is in the building. What's going on, Big JB? Kamoyo King, president of Black Panther Fan Group, in the building. What's going on? Some of them thrive on the man. Listen, I like my feelings just like you like your feelings. And it hurt my feelings that you voted for him. I felt ostracized when you voted for him. Hell, truth be told, I feel like you feel like the KKK, the skinhead, and the Proud Boy, and the Nazi sympathizers. You don't give two damns about me, and that's effed up because you black. But you voted just like they did. And you never mentioned Project 2025. I never hear any of you brothers that talk about Gaza, abortion, Kamala's conviction record. You never talk about Project 2025. Why not? You don't think it apply to you? Happy Thanksgiving. What's going on? What's going on? Happy Thanksgiving to you, Nico. What's going on, Stamina? What's going on? What's going on? Not wanting to be held accountable for your effed up vote is some nasty work. Like I said, I don't know who you vote for. I don't make it a habit of asking people who they voted for. But now, if you want to be all that and then some about who you did vote for, because mind you, all y'all doing is getting ostracized. Let me go ahead and say that. Damn, do you know how you got to be? What type of person you got? We just not effing with y'all. Y'all attacked the Capitol. You think about that for a second. We just cut y'all off. We done. Y'all got mad and attacked. One of us is more mature than the other. Mind you, Joe ain't say, well, if we ain't gonna do it, y'all meet me. Joe ain't say nothing. Kamala ain't say nothing. Boy, you talk about people that, you talk about decent people, decent people, gracious in defeat. No, we just said, okay, that's what that is. All right. We ain't cussing nobody out on social media. We ain't insulting nobody. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of the stuff that people that voted for this dude did. Yet y'all want to come tell us y'all feeling some type of way. As somebody said today, you don't get to be criminal and victim at the same damn time. That's not what that is. You do the crime. Beretta used to have a song back in the day. You might be too young to know anything about Beretta. It was during the 70s. You don't know nothing about the 70s. Because I could tell shortly after the civil rights era. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Yeah. Don't do it. Yeah, just beat used to go like that. Go Google Beretta. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Yeah. Well, y'all did the crime. Yeah, we asked y'all. We explained it to y'all. We put out videos. We put out historical content. We did everything we could to educate y'all. 22% of y'all, I ain't talking to the black women. That's on the black women to talk to the black women. And honestly, they did more than we did. But 22% of you brothers, y'all gave the rest of us, y'all asked the kids. Now, in our culture, when you give somebody your ass to kiss, usually they ask you to run them the one. Hey man, you gotta come see me. Come on, let's go. That's how that go in our culture, right? Right. Normally you gotta run me that fade. Come on, dog. Well, that ain't what happened. We didn't storm the Capitol. We didn't insult you. We ain't call you out your name. We ain't challenge you to no fist fight. We commented on what you did. We reiterated why it was wrong by going over that dude's personal history again. That's what we've been doing. Because we still don't know how the hell y'all voted for him. But aside from that, all we did was stop talking to you. That's all we did. We stopped effing with you. And do you know why we stopped effing with you? You notice how you said you feel ostracized? That's a feeling. You have a feeling that you're being ostracized. Well, we have a feeling that you don't give two damns about your fellow black man and sister. That's the feeling that we got. We got a feeling that you don't give two damns about your fellow black people. That's the feeling that we got. That's why you feel ostracized. Now, if we felt love from you, you would feel love from us. Like I said, I didn't know you voted for the dude, but clearly there were some other people that did, and they didn't cut you off. That's not my fault. It's your fault. We told you we wasn't voting for Kamala. We told you we just weren't voting for Donald. You still didn't lock in. No, you didn't want to vote for her. Let me guess. She's a woman. You got into it about the whole black, brown thing. Well, here we go. It don't matter to a racist. Black, brown, you still in the ghetto. So is that what you got hung up on? Her race? You got in your feelings because she was married to a Caucasian dude? Well, I ain't trying to be funny with you. Thurgood Marshall was married to a white woman. He was. If I'm not mistaken, Malcolm X was the product of a biracial relationship. And well, his mom was the product of a biracial relationship. That's why but so what's, because clearly you did not get hung up on the Central Park 5. That wasn't what it was. You didn't get hung up on how he mishandled the USFL. You didn't get hung up on the insults he made about those that were physically challenged. You didn't get hung up on the 32 convictions. You didn't get hung up on the sexual assault. You didn't get hung up on none of that. You looked past all of that, in which the Central Park 5. You look past all of that. There was more on this dude's plate than the 5 dudes that he wanted deleted. The 5 black men that he wanted deleted, bro. Yeah, they innocent. They only had that one allegation. How many he got? And who you checking for? The dude that would have deleted 30, the dude that would have deleted 5 of your brothers for nothing. And he wasn't in the political office. He did that as a damn what? A business owner? Took out a whole damn national ad just to have them dudes deleted. You ain't feeling some type of way about that? And the fact he still won't own it till today, just like he won't own the fact that he lost. You black or you Trump? There, I asked the question. You black or you Trump? Because I know what Trump is. He ain't black at all. Don't give two damns. So why do you give two damns about him? Happy Turkey Day, Nico. Stamina. That was a misogyny vote. They talked that white lady with the teacup from Get Out. Hey, Grandmaster, what's going on? What's going on? Nico Bean, my elder, my mentor, Mr. Ray Smith is in the building. What's going on, Mr. Smith? What is going on? Trump is executing his tariffs via executive orders. Yep. And Theo, we don't owe them any explanation. You know what? You right, LJ. You right. We don't owe them no explanation, but I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I'm gonna tell y'all a story one time. My grandfather was a staunch Republican. I'm telling y'all what it was. This is 1984. It's 1984. And I'm trying to tell my grandfather about politics. And I'm not here to tell you whether my grandfather was right or wrong. What my grandfather taught me was a lesson in learn how to listen to what your elders telling you, because you ain't lived. You live your life. You ain't lived their life. And their life has experiences that yours don't have. And you being awfully damn you being actually closed-minded to not take your elders' lives into consideration. There are stories that D Real has told me. That's just 1 year. He just got 1 year on me. There are experiences that Mr. Ray Smith has told me. That's 5. There are experiences that my grandfather told me during the civil rights era and the Jim Crow era. You know, that era that y'all want to keep, you young cats want to keep saying was so damn good to black folks. Yeah, my grandfather told me about that. And my aunt. See, my grandparents raised me when they were in their late 50s and 60s. My aunt was in her 70s. You want to talk about what was going on during Jim Crow? I spent time with my great-grandmother in Camilla, Georgia in the early 80s. How old you think she was, dude? You think she was living during the Jim Crow era? You damn right she was. You think she had some happy stories to tell about how good blacks had it during Jim Crow? No, she didn't. No, she did not. If we had it so damn good, what happened to Tulsa, Oklahoma? If we had it so good, what happened to Rosewood? Hell, Tallahassee, Florida. Hell, Camilla, Georgia. If we had it so good and you gonna tell another black man that with your chest because you want a cap for Captain Cheeto, like I said, you can go ahead and unsubscribe. I'm good with that. Because honestly, what you're making me feel like, for you to come to me and tell me how you feel about me just talking, to me, that ain't no different than T'Challa being sold out. You more concerned about what Akibe got to say. He ain't Wakanda. You more concerned, about what Mephisto got to say. Wow. That's who you following? You're not looking out for the best interests of your brothers and sisters right here in Wakanda. See, y'all are like this one. You would vote for the outsider to take over the throne when Shorty's sitting right there. Because you gonna feel some type of way about Shorty. She ain't proven herself to you. She's not experienced. She didn't do anything while I was on the throne. And this other dude that's good with the gift of gab gonna sell you a pipe dream. And let me see, that would be the people. I don't need Shangamai to come speak on my behalf. I got it. I took public speaking. I just took it just to take it. But I don't need Shangamai to speak on my behalf. And I'm educated. I am. So it's nothing to me to unite a people so that they ain't got to worry about that nonsense coming from outsiders. Because see, that's what that is. That's outside Wakanda. And we don't do that here. We don't do that here. We don't do that. Trump is executing his tariffs on day one office via executive orders. He will feel the consequences of his vote as all Americans will. I know it's quite a few Latino people voted for that dude and they shaking in their boots right now. Me, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. at all. I ain't worried. When the prices go up on action figures and everything like that, you know what? I got enough. Listen, if you ain't getting as much Black Panther content because Black Panther comic books then went up in cost, that's your fault. And now everybody want to know what tariffs, what tariffs mean. Now you want to know? You ain't want to know that when he was talking about it? Because it was right there. Just like Project 2025, it was sitting right there for public consumption. You ain't want to look at it. You ain't want to research it. That's on you. But let me ask this question. If you're wrong, you're going to apologize? You're going to be a big man and admit you was wrong? Or you going to do what he been doing? Because that's a sore loser. Last question. She married a white man, so they vote for a white man. I don't even understand it, because I'm like, it's quite a few of y'all ain't trying to take care of the kids you got, but you worried about abortion rights. You ain't trying to take care of the kids you got. Why you care? Now you upset. Man, stop it. Come on, yo, man. Man, they voted for white supremacy. That's all as my coach Mike Tomlin like to say, sometimes we make the simple complicated. And I don't even know why we even going further than that. Like I don't know how a black man would ask another black man to look past white supremacy. I know you couldn't, as a white man, ask a white man to look past black supremacy, if that was a thing. So I don't know how you, as a black man, I don't know how you as a black person acting, expecting, demanding, feeling bad that another black person did not look past white supremacy. Like, they drew their line in that sand right there. And they drew that line in that sand based on their personal experiences, their friends' personal experiences, their family members' personal experience, their people's personal experience. They just said, we're not doing that. Y'all come talk about the Republicans freed the slave. And we come back and we say, yeah, we know the Republicans freed the slave. You know, the Republicans also adopted the Southern strategy. They fully embraced racism. Why y'all don't ever talk about that? They fully embraced white supremacy to replace the black votes that they lost to the Democrats because of the Civil Rights Act. Why y'all don't ever speak on that? That's American history too. You keep telling me about it. Tell me about the whole history. Don't tell me about a third of it, a quarter of it, half of it. Tell me, that's what you're supposed to do. Black man to black man, right? Each one teach one, right? Push, pull. Might not want. Don't leave that on my stuff no more. So many, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Iscariots amongst us. Hey, I've been trying to get the Ultimates by Al Ewing for quite some time now. Could you point me in the right direction to find that omnibus? Oh, that's crazy. Because I was thinking about going to the comic book store and just getting that. You should just be able to order that online. Just type in the Ultimates. Al Ewing, the Ultimates, Amazon, eBay. I don't think it's that hard to come across. I don't. Now, what the price tag gonna be is something different. Al Ewing, there are blacks who nest themselves in a white patriarchy like Stephen from Django. I like Stephen though, because Stephen wasn't trying to get sympathy points. Stephen was like, I'm who I am, and that's what that is. I can respect that all day long. I can. But don't be trying to woo-saw me into going along with something that ain't what it is. Don't no, I can't. I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. And then I'm one of the most open-minded people that I know. I'm very open-minded. Very open-minded. I don't know everything. I'm not always right. But racism is not right. Hatred is not right. You voted for that. Hatred for your people, you voted for it. Hatred to the point where they don't even want those that look like us to vote, to conceive children, just to have rights. They don't want that. And you voted for that. You voted for that. Let me say again, you voted for that. You didn't give two damns about the cost. You voted for that. You and 22% black men voted against their own self-interest. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. And don't you dare ever, as long as you stay black, don't you ever fix your mouth to lecture another black man about your feelings when you didn't give two damns about his voting for a known racist. Don't. That's an insult to their blackness and yours as well. Like I said, you can go ahead and unsubscribe. I did not know you voted for the dude until you said something. But if you felt ostracized based on my words, that's your conscience and that's your fault. Listen, I'm out. They've been running out of issues left and right. Yep. Redirect back to your talking point, my grill. Yep. That's on you. You did that. As Beretta said, you did the crime. Now you got to do the time. You made your bed. Now you got to lie in it. That is on you. We good over here. I don't feel ostracized from my black community. I don't feel ostracized from my black family. We good over here. We good. We good. I feel ostracized from racists. I'm good with that. I'm good. Y'all don't want me over there? That's fine. I'm good. And that's why we ain't talking to y'all. Back in the day, we called them Oreos, black on the outside, white on the inside. I'm hoping it's more of a, I just don't know. I thought I knew, but I don't know. That's what I'm hoping that it is. I'm not willing to go that far. But you see, it's those of us that will. See how I said I give you the benefit of the doubt. You young, you think you know, you don't know, you're confused because you thought you knew, but you're starting to feel ostracized. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard to feel ostracized with people who are just talking to you. No, you feel ostracized based on how people are interacting with you. And I'm gonna tell you, I got a pretty good idea because there's quite a few that didn't talk to me and told me how it's going down. Ain't nobody in your family talking to you? Friends didn't cut you off? Females you might have been interested in ain't checking for you no more? Folks at the job ain't talking to you no more? That would make anybody feel ostracized. You know how you talk about the Jim Crow era? That was the water fountain era. That was the diner era. That's what that was. And hell, that even included the cemeteries, because you know the cemeteries were segregated as well. I know. I grew up in Camilla, Georgia. I keep saying that for a reason. Cemetery just became desegregated. Yeah, that's the Jim Crow era. Yeah, you couldn't even bury black folks next to white folks. It take place during the Jim Crow era. You watched The Temptations? Did you? You like it? Leon, you remember that thing where the Temptations went on tour and they had half the kids over here, the white kids dancing, had a little line down there, and the black kid. That's the Jim Crow era. That's the Jim Crow era. You like that? Would you have been strong enough to deal with that? Hey, here we go. You know, we used to couldn't go to public school, right? Segregated school. That was the Jim Crow era. What school you go to? That was the Jim Crow era. Ray Charles, he got banned from Georgia. You know that song, Georgia, Georgia. He got banned from that was the Jim Crow era. So I don't know how you let somebody that don't look like you, that low key was deleting you for voting, deleting you for living, deleting you for if they thought you looked at that woman too long. I don't know how you let somebody that was deleting you for damn near anything convince you that we had it good during a time frame where basically the law was on their side in deleting us for damn near anything and everything. You don't want to thank the Democrats for the Civil Rights Act? That wasn't the Republicans, that was the Democrats. You don't want to thank them? Republicans just said you was free. That was it. They didn't say you had no rights. You don't. That was the Democrats that did that. To counteract that, the Republicans embrace white supremacy. Why you still going so hard for the? And they never, to this day, they have not reversed course. You don't want to talk about that? Because I didn't take part American history. I took all American history. I took all American, not part, all of it. So we don't want to talk about that because that's there. I'm going about my business. Under Jim Crow, you could be pulled out of your house and killed. No jail time. There it is. They weren't duped by Trump. They are bigoted and disgusted as he is. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Schools, churches, concerts, movies, apartments, houses, shopping, radio stations, etc. All of that. So now, mind you, I want you to think about something. Because the people that's talking to you in their 50s, couple in their 60s, they've lived longer than you. They've learned from people older than you. I'm 56. I'm sorry. I am 56. I turn 57 next year. Wait, let me see. Let me do the math real quick. Let me do the math. They're like, Theo, you don't forgot how old you? You know it's true. You get to a certain point, you just stop. You be like, you know what? I ain't even got it in me no more. I'm not gonna keep counting these numbers like that. There's too many of them. Let me see something real quick. I beat and forgot. Let me see something. Carry the 2, the 1. Y'all gonna help me out? I was born in 1968. Let me see something here. 2024 minus 1968. My phone moved. Let me see. 2024 minus 1968. Yeah, I'm 56. Okay, I'm 56. Well, no, I ain't the baby. Kamoyo younger than me. But now Daryl is older than me. Mr. Smith older than me. Grand Madam Taro older than me. Now, I actually talked to some folks that lived during Jim Crow. I doubt, it ain't impossible, that today in 2024, you're talking to anyone who was around back then. So who you listening to? Yeah. It's like the further they pulled away from black folk, the harder these step and fetch it is work to stay up under them. Like they're saying, hey, them boots ain't licking themselves. I mean, like I said, I don't know if I say to you, my grandparents were in their late 50s and early 60s when I was living with them, and I spent time with my grandfather's grandmother. How old do you think she was? Now do the math and go back. What stories you think she was telling? Do the math. How you think I found out our family started out as slaves? I come from an old family. Now, what? So when did it get good for my family? Because I know they say we got FBAs. I don't know what FBA is. We got a new classification of black folks. Let them tell it. They ain't from Africa. I don't. Well, if you ain't from Africa, you ain't black. The only reason why you calling yourself black because 2 Germans told you was black. So if that's the only reason. I wish some of these folks that call themselves smart would actually pick up a book. Cause damn, it's embarrassing to be that damn dumb and y'all posting stuff online. That is the damnedest thing, to be that damn dumb and stupid, and you're literally posting stuff online. That means you ain't checking nothing before you just start talking, typing, tweeting, texting. How? You ain't got to go to the library no more. The library is literally in your damn hand. So which one is it? Well, you can't believe everything that's online. Well, you used to go to the library to look it up. So which one is it? You not believing anything in the library no more. You don't give 2 damns about what's in the newspaper. And where you getting your knowledge from? I don't mind it. Oh, I remember Jim Crow. Now, mind you, I ain't drop your name. I did. You want to talk to her? Because what Byron Donald, who wasn't alive during Jim Crow, he wasn't, told you that it was good. Now, he got that from Massa. He got that from Massa. You want to talk to Grand Madam? Because you told me black people prospered during Jim Crow. That's what you told me. You literally regurgitated something to me that I heard Byron say on a news interview. So that tell me you didn't research what he said. You just went verbatim off what he said. You want to talk to somebody that lived through it? Because that's what I did. Or you just want to go off of what somebody else said? Because that suits the narrative. I'm gonna put it right back here. You see, Grand Madam, you want to talk at any point in time, you can hit her up, DM her, ask her. Because if she was alive during Jim Crow, it's safe to say so were her parents. You can get firsthand knowledge. You ain't got to get it. You ain't got to get it from a tool. You can get it from an older black woman. Because I think they voted. I think they voted like 96%. No, 88%. They was 88%. They was in it. They was in it to win it. We wasn't like that. 88%, 92% black women was. You want to talk to Grand Madam? That's a black woman. That's an elder in the community. Or you think she gonna lie to you because she didn't vote for Donald Trump? Or you think she gonna lie to you because she voted for a black woman, biracial, black and brown? Or you think she gonna lie to you because abortion was a talking point? Which one is it? Because Donald could say whatever, regardless of what his track record said, and y'all believed every damn thing he said. He said you gonna build that wall too, but that still ain't happening. Said he was gonna charge Mexico for it, but Mexico ain't paid a damn thing for the wall. So I'm trying to figure out which one it is. I didn't want to do this video, but I ain't gonna lie, low key, I felt like my blackness was being questioned. That's how I felt. I felt like my love, my understanding, my compassion for my fellow black man, regardless of whether or not we agreed or disagree, was not being respected. That's how I felt. I felt like it was being questioned. That's how I felt. We feeling some type of way. I'm telling you how I felt. It ain't hard to draw the conclusion that I felt that way, because I keep saying I'm black first. Well, I don't know how to be black first and vote for a white supremacist. I don't know how to tell my fellow brothers and sisters I kept it black and I voted for a dude who wanted 5 black men deleted. I don't know how to look my fellow brothers and sisters. I don't know how to look my black women in the eye, knowing that my mother passed away while she was pregnant. I don't know how to look my black women in the eye and tell them I voted for somebody that called them either a childless cat ladies, accused them of eating dogs and cats, or did not just give 2 damns what they felt in regards to abortion. I don't know how to do that, dog. Clearly you do. Clearly you do. But here's what I know. I do not feel ostracized based on comments from my fellow brothers and sisters. I do not feel ostracized based on the actions of my fellow brothers and sisters. No, on the contrary, I feel embraced. At the very least, I feel understood. At the most, I feel appreciated. But ostracized? No. I have not done anything to feel ostracized based on my choices in regards to who should be president. Speaking of ostracized, you know what word we need to start paying attention to? And this is free game: woke. Because on this particular issue, you, along with the other 22%, were asleep. Sound asleep. The new Mexican president just put him in his place today, from what I hear. Ain't playing with that dude. We should send some good. See, that would be me wasting my time doing something for them. I'm not doing nothing for them. I'm not doing nothing for Donald. I'm not doing nothing for Marvel Studios. Watch this. I'm doing something for us. I was so loved and protected, I didn't know the danger of walking to the laundromat with my grandma under Jim Crow. Listen. It's Camilla, Georgia. My mom passed away. I moved from Bronx, New York to Camilla, Georgia. I'm used to summer vacations being summer vacations. My classmates in Camilla, Georgia, this is the early 80s, during the summer, they would go to the fields to pick cotton and or tobacco. My classmates. Folks would come by, pick them up in their pickup trucks. I've seen a cotton field. I saw the houses that they used to have us stay in and the one they lived in. Maybe that's what that is. It's real to me in ways in which it's just something others see on the small screen or the big screen. But to see it, to have a football coach not acknowledge you in the streets, he's white, you're black, he's the offensive line coach, you speak to him, he don't acknowledge you. To see a Confederate flag, big ass Confederate flag, flying not too far from the Walmart in Camilla, Georgia, maybe about a mile or two on Highway 19. I'm checking black first all day. It ain't even up for debate. There's not a damn thing a white supremacist can tell me that's going to get me to vote for them. They ain't got enough money. They ain't got enough land. They ain't got nothing for me to vote for them. Because for me to vote for them, that means I trust them. And I will not trust a racist no farther than I can throw them. And that's what you did. That's the end all say all. It's just as simple as that. That's what you did. Mexico has a woman president. I'm glad somebody ain't behind the time. I don't know how y'all survive respectfully, but I'm glad to see, interact, and hear you all tell your story and still be here with us under such a depressing time. Now, I tell them, I would say the man upstairs. Because I can tell you I should have been gone quite a few times. That old saying, he got a mission for you. You ain't going home till he ready for you. I shouldn't be here. I know some people are going to be like, Theo, don't say that. That's not true. No, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't. When my mother passed away, there was nobody watching me by that 5-story window. I thought about it. I thought about it. I went to a pawn shop early in the morning, handled some business. It got robbed. Had a revolver this far from my face. You know the gun is close to your face when you can count the bullets. I can laugh about it now. I can laugh about it now. But you know that gun close when you can, oh shit. Oh, okay. This ain't no game. And dude had to say it to me twice. Cause I'm like, is he really got a gun in my face? Is we playing right now? Dude said, get down, man. If let me turn sideways. This how close it is. Get down, man. Get down. Oh, okay. You did say get down. Let me get down. Let me get down. Yeah, I counted every round in the chamber. Okay, what is that? I don't even want to talk about y'all ever drove down a back road with deers. I hit the deer head on. And I'm driving a 2002 Mustang and I hit a mid-sized deer. I ain't finished. Because the hood is jacked up, a few days later, it's around about 7 o'clock in December. I'm driving down a back road from Camilla, Georgia to Tallahassee, Florida. My hood fly up. It's a semi coming, approaching. It was the last thing I saw. You gain a newfound appreciation for life, the life of others, when you realize how easily yours could have been gone. Y'all talk about waiting and stuff like that. I laugh. Then I get pissed when I hear people tell Recast T'Challa to wait. Somebody said that just the other day. You know, them 2 little boys didn't make it. They didn't live long enough and they were young. They didn't live long enough to see Black Panther. Why not? How many Spider-Mans we didn't got? And we say that like that's the right thing. Or you get another Black Panther. Well, how old is Mr. Smith? How long Mr. Smith got to wait? Because you're in your 20s, because you're in your 30s, you think it's okay to tell people older than you to wait? That's an effed up mentality. So Mr. Smith and Grand Madam Taro should continue to wait. Till when? 80? Till they're in their 90s? while you get Spider-Man every year, every other year, every 3 years, every 5 years. It took T'Challa 50-something years to come to the screen. You're not going to want to hear this. You're not going to like this. But if you voted for Donald Trump, you ain't no different than the anti-recaster. You're doing something against your own interests. You just don't realize. Maybe you shouldn't be here, but this guy is glad and grateful that you are. And I don't intend to squander the opportunity the universe is giving me either. Listen, the feeling is mutual, brother. The feeling is mutual. The feeling is absolutely mutual. I know we all got something we're supposed to accomplish in life, and we're not gonna leave till we get it done. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm saying that's crazy because if that's what that is, then I gotta accept the fact that Chadwick Boseman, we will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow. We will be watching 21 Bridges. I have to accept the fact, as quite a few of us do, that he did what he was supposed to do. And when he was done, he got called home. Now, it is up to you, us, we to figure out what his mission was in life. But if I had to think about what his mission was in life, I would look back at how he lived his life. Raised in a family, 2 brothers, mom, dad, Southern Christian, South Carolina, plays sports, pursues acting, wants to write, goes to AAU basketball tournaments, but he can play. Um, Good enough to the fact that he got a scholarship to Howard, chose the one for directing. And with all that, that's not enough. He still wants to know more. So working at a bookstore, Afrocentric bookstore, he traces his roots back to Africa. And in doing that, he helped me reconcile my religious faith with my race, because I have been struggling with that for the longest time. So to know that you could be a proud Black man, but also be a man of God was big. Sympathetic, empathetic. Classmate passes away in high school. He's got that thing right there at an early age where he feels it. So he's able to write a play in his classmates' honor. Wouldn't be the last play that he would go on to write. He would write quite a few plays while he was at Howard. So clearly, he's a Renaissance man. Um, could rap, sing, dance, studied martial arts, and anybody that studies martial arts for as long as he did, it's something to train the mind, something to train the body, something to keep you centered. Folks that train in it and make it a part of their day-to-day ritual, it keeps them square, keeps them on the square. No, no allegations, no rumors, nothing. So there's nothing that tells me he lived his life to the point where it was going to be beyond question. You got to be comfortable just to being yourself, because quite a few celebrities like putting on for the gram. Black meant something to him. It wasn't just the color. Being on the set of that soap opera, you asking people the questions tells me that he was a critical thinker. What makes this person do this? Roles that he wouldn't take, saying that he wouldn't take the I can't drive, I can't swim, I can't read role. He said he would never take those roles. It was important for him to take roles that meant something to Black people. He was very, very particular. We look at it now. Michael Jai White has talked about it. Now, just recently, Aldous Hodge has talked about it, but Chadwick talked about it too. It was why he took the roles that we know him to be famous for taking. He wasn't going to just take any role. And we don't see him just take any role. Even if we look at the role he took on the TV show, he played the role of a veteran dealing with PTSD. So every role that he took, every move he made, there was some thought, some consideration into the decisions that he made. Definitely more than a few minutes. I'm being petty. And we saw that even with Gods of Egypt. He took that role because he wanted Black representation to be in that movie. And aside from him, there was none. So that tells me that this man not only knew who he was, but he was comfortable, confident, if you will, who he was, what he was capable of. And if I take the interviews that he did, the numerous ones, into consideration, he wanted that for all of us. Not some of us, not a few of us. He wanted that for all of us, and he did not want us to give up on that dream. That dream, like his protest at Howard, was worth fighting for. And a strong argument could be made he fought for that until his final breath. So we're going to honor him tomorrow. We're going to talk about 21 Bridges. My brother D-Real and I, we're going to break it down. We're going to go over some of the tales, some of the things that we liked, some of the things that took us by surprise. This won't be our first or second, third time watching it, so it would be a pleasure to partake of it. And when we come on the live tomorrow, we're going to have a birthday party. We're going to have a birthday party. Kamoyo said he wouldn't mind it being something that we did ever so often. We could definitely do that. Definitely don't mind doing that. But yeah, so we're starting off with 21 Bridges. That's what that is. We're going to have some fun. Appreciate that. And I tell them we wouldn't be here without your determination, education, and strength to push forward. Salute. Man, listen, I'm just, I'm glad to be able to do it with y'all. I enjoy doing it. It's nice to be where you're appreciated, vice tolerated. It's nice to be around fellow Black Panther fans. It absolutely is. It's a beautiful thing to be around and talk to those who want better for us, not just want better for us individually, but want better for us as a whole. So the feeling is absolutely mutual. The feeling is absolutely mutual. So that's what that is. So listen, I'm out. 9:30 tomorrow. 9:30 tomorrow. We gonna big up Chadwick Boseman. We're gonna talk about his role in 21 Bridges. We're gonna talk about the movie. We're gonna talk about what we like, maybe what we felt could have been did better. But at the end of the day, we're going to talk about Mr. Bozeman. We're going to talk about Mr. Bozeman. So until then, make sure you got your notifications on. I'm probably going, well, hey, did y'all see the shirt? My wife did this shirt. 2024 Thanksgiving crew. Thankful for my tribe. Yeah. I should have stood up and showed that shirt early on. But my wife did this shirt. Like this shirt and everything like that. So, yes, sir. Not PM, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. So her birthday is this weekend. My wife's birthday is this Saturday. So we're gonna make it do what it's gonna do and everything like that. So maybe we can get her on the live tomorrow night and everything like that, and we can shout her out. That said, we out in memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. This has been a blessing. At the very least, it's been informative. No hard feelings in regards to anything. At the end of the day, like I said, if you did what you felt like was best for you, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can't be upset or try and make others feel some type of way if they're doing what's best for them. You did it. As far as my feelings are my feelings, no differently than your feelings are your feelings. This is my channel, so we will be talking Black Panther content, Black superhero. But if we're going to talk about Black imagery, and that's a talking point, if we're going to talk about Black representation, and that's a talking point, then we're going to talk about things that oppose Black imagery and Black representation. We're going to talk about it so we can stay woke. That's why we're going to talk about it. So we can stay woke and do better as a people. And if us having those conversations causes you to feel some type of way, that's not my fault, because I don't know what you do on your free time. You do. I do not know what you do behind closed doors. You do. I don't know who you voted for when you went into the voting booth, and respectfully so, I didn't ask. I'm not going to ask. That's not my business. My business is Black imagery, Black representation, Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, Black superheroes, the nation of Wakanda. That's my business. And if my business makes you feel ostracized because of your actions, that's not my fault. That is your business. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Click, like, share, subscribe. We out. Chadwick Boseman, Don Cornelius. I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, regardless of whether we agree or disagree now. We Black first, right? Right. I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and so we out.